Hey, aloha, everybody. Marc Dixon here with Allstate. So this is another edition of Insurance Made Simple, but today we're talking about something a little bit more urgent. So if you haven't heard, we have a tropical storm sitting just outside the Hawaiian Islands, and a hurricane watch is already in effect for the Big Island. So this is not the time to panic, but it is the time to prepare. And so I'm going to give you some simple things you can do right now to get your family, your home, and your insurance, all ready for some storm prep. So let's get started. Number one is gather your emergency supplies. Don't wait until tomorrow. Don't wait until tonight. Like if you need bottled water, you need food, you need batteries, you need flashlights, medications, pet supplies, pet meds, baby supplies, baby meds, or anything else your family needs, get it now. Right? Hawaii emergency officials recommend having enough supplies to get your household through an extended emergency. And remember, when everybody in Hawaii suddenly decides they need batteries at the exact same time, it becomes holy cow, good luck. So get what you need now, and don't forget other things like cash, portable phone chargers, again your prescription medications, and then supplies for your pets. Now, number two, secure the outside of your house. So walk around your property today. Look for anything that's loose that could become a projectile in strong winds. Patio furniture, umbrellas, potted plants, trash cans, outdoor decorations, just loose things. So anything that's loose can become a flying object that can damage your own house or a neighbor's house. And if you got a trampoline, yeah, that thing needs a plan. Right? So flip that upside down, tie it to something. Bring things inside if you can. Secure the things that you can't bring inside, and take a look at your gutters, your downspouts, your drainage areas. You want rainwater to be able to move away from your house, not toward it. So clear out any drainage systems that are near your house. Make sure water can flow through there freely. Um, so very important for my insurance customers, before the storm arrives, walk around your house and take pictures and take video inside and outside. Take pictures of your roof, take pictures of your windows, take pictures of your appliances, your furniture, your electronics. Walk room by room, do a complete 360 close-ups of your valuables. Don't just take a picture of the room, open the closets, take pictures of what's actually inside. Why? Because if you have a significant claim later, having documentation of what you owned before the storm can make the claims process much easier. And then here's another important tip. Back those pictures, those videos up in the cloud. Don't let your only copy of your documentation to be sitting on your phone that ends up getting damaged and broken or washes away. Fourth, know what your insurance policy covers, and this is where Insurance Made Simple comes in. Right, take 5 minutes, pull out your homeowner's policy or your declaration page, know your dwelling coverage, know your personal property limits, and then know your other structures coverage. So know also how your loss of use works, and especially know your hurricane deductible. So if Lala stays the same, it will likely be a tropical storm and will be covered under your homeowner's policy. But if it does elevate to a hurricane, you got to look at your hurricane insurance. Also remember that a standard hurricane or homeowner's policy does not cover flood. That is groundwater entering your home. Okay, so storm surge, rising water, and certain types of flooding would need a separate, different insurance coverage, a flood insurance policy. And if you don't have flood insurance right now, don't assume that you can simply buy it today and have it protect you from this storm. Right? Flood insurance does have waiting periods, and that's something you want to think about, before. There's a standard 30-day waiting period. It might be too late for this storm, but you can always get it if you're concerned for future storms. Number five, fill up your vehicles, charge your phones, charge your portable batteries, and if you have an electric vehicle, charge it. Right? If you have a generator, make sure it's ready to go. Make sure there's gasoline for it. But please never operate a generator inside your house or inside your garage or in an enclosed area. Carbon monoxide is invisible and it can be deadly. Number six, make sure you have a family plan. So talk to your family before the storm gets here. Where are you going to shelter? Right? What happens if the power goes out? What happens if the cell service goes down? Where are your emergency supplies? And what are you going to do with your pets? Now, if you live in an area vulnerable to flooding or other hazards, know where you're going to go. Right? If authorities tell you to evacuate, don't wait until the very last minute to figure out where you're going to go or figure any of that stuff out. Have a plan. Number seven, pay attention to the forecast. Don't just look at one weather app. Follow the National Weather Service, the Central Pacific Hurricane Center, Hawaii Emergency Management Agency, and your county emergency management officials. Now, a hurricane watch means conditions are possible. A hurricane warning means conditions are expected. And remember, storms can change. The track can change. The intensity of the storm can change. So don't make your decision based on, what the storm looks like on your phone right now. Prepare for what could happen, not just what you hope will happen. and then stay updated. Keep checking those things. So in closing, look, nobody wants to spend their day running around battling other people in the market preparing for a hurricane. I'd much rather be sitting at home watching this storm turn away from Hawaii and thinking, well, that was a lot of preparation for nothing. But that's actually a pretty good outcome if that happens. But if this storm does impact Hawaii, you're going to be super glad that you prepared early. So today, get your supplies, secure your property, document your home with pictures or videos, review your insurance documents, charge or gas up everything, and then most importantly, have a plan. Right? Have a plan for you and your family. Now, this is Mark Dixon with Allstate, and this has been another edition of Insurance Made Simple. So remember, stay safe, live aloha. Let's try to have a mayhem-free weekend. And remember, the best time to prepare for a hurricane is before you need to, not after when it's too late.